Hey everybody, it's Adam with Arcade Galactic and Arcade Heroes, and as you may recall, we recently celebrated 18 years in business, but we've now got a plea for your help. So to give a little bit of context, way back in 2012, when the Lego movie came out, that was the first time we ever saw one of our busiest days. And from then, and that was because it was shortly after the Larry H. Miller Megaplex had opened up. And after that, between then and 2019, every single time that a big movie would come out, we'd be super busy. Now, of course, at the very end of 2019, a giant competitor, multi-million-dollar facility opened up down the hall in the same mall that we're at. And ever since then, we dropped a little bit, and then of course there was COVID. Bounced back after that. We tried the second location too because we were worried about the effects of having this other competitor there, but that didn't work out at that particular location. But now, after 7 years of trying, and also where this year we've seen multiple instances where movies have done extremely well or broken records. There was the Memorial Day weekend, there was the Odyssey, and then this past weekend was Spider-Man Brand New Day, which had one of the biggest openings in history. Each time we've been pretty much dead here, and so it's very obvious to us that it has been for a long time that we're just not seeing the business that we used to. And then of course here at the Valley Fair Mall, as some of you might have heard, that there was a stabbing not too long ago. As soon as that happened, business here collapsed as well. And so before we take the option of closing up for good, we want to do everything we can to see if we can move out of the mall and find a new place to do business, because we do know that this model works. We just need to be in a location where we're not essentially within walking distance or visible distance from a giant competitor, where they actually have some of the same games that we do. They actually charge more for a lot of their stuff. We're a lot more affordable than they are, but that doesn't help us when it comes to spectacle. People are constantly confusing us, calling all the time, asking about laser tag and bowling and stuff, and it's like, it's not us. And so yeah, we know if we can move out of the mall, still stay in like the West Valley City, Taylorsville, Magna, Kearns, maybe West Jordan areas, something along those lines, that we just need to not be right next door to a giant competitor, and we can do really well. And so what we've done is we've set up a GoFundMe, and with this you can donate whatever you want, and we will be good stewards of these funds. We will use them towards, principally we'll be using them towards finding a new location, moving there, being able to build it out. All that stuff is very expensive. There's costs associated with hiring a lawyer where they have to go over the contract and things of that nature too, and so it costs many thousands of dollars, and that's why we're doing a big ask here for that. Now, of course, if we're able to go over our goal, then that'll allow us to build an even better facility and make it look cooler and fit better with the theme that we have, the space theme. We don't really do that here, of course, because we had to change our name midway through the stream and all that. But also fixing up our games as well. Now, just so you're also aware, we are doing everything we can, setting aside every little bit that we can to be able to go towards this too. And we're also selling off a bunch of used, broken games, and so we've listed that on local classifieds. Recently we have some game parts and some game boards that we don't use, or we haven't used in many years, and so just looking to sell those off, and those funds are also going towards building up that moving chest, I guess you could call it. But anything that you could be willing to donate, we would be super, super appreciative of that, and we will be good stewards of it as well, and keep the spirit of the arcade alive. That's what I've always wanted to do ever since I had the dream of opening up an arcade when I was a kid. I never was into the ticket stuff, really. Now, of course, I can't say for sure that we'll never ever touch anything like that. Of course, we do have a couple of prize machines, the instant prize merchandisers there, and we may expand a little bit on that with some crane machines too, but I'm not going to do like a Ticket Slop or Crane Slop Arcade or anything like that. We want to keep this spirit going as close to what we can, all of course still being viable. So like you can see, we have classic games and maybe expand on that a little bit more, expand on newer games and stuff like that, and maybe even bring back the PC LAN. I've been actually thinking about that a lot lately. But either way, thank you very much for your support over the years. Thank you very much for any support that you give us now, and we will see you around.